going to move on to the Yemen raid, which you may have heard about. It was planned by President Obama. It was executed by President Trump. One Navy SEAL was killed. I want to bring in Sebastian Gorka. He's a deputy assistant to the president. He's joining us now from the White House. Sebastian, welcome to the program. We're watching something else at the moment. We're watching Senator Barrasso right now. But Sebastian, I want to know this. That was an aggressive action taken in Yemen. Are we going to change our policy? Because in the past, we used to drone and kill suspected terrorists. Are we now going to take them prisoner and interrogate them?
I'm not going to give away the playbook, I'm afraid. That's something the last administration would do. The art of strategy is to keep your enemy guessing. But I will comment in general that using over-reliance on drones, which is exactly what happened over the Obama administration, does have very serious negative consequences. In an irregular war like the one we have been fighting for the last 15 years, one of our most important assets is the intelligence you gather in the battlefield. And sometimes you cannot get that with satellites or with signals intelligence. Sometimes you've got to have a guy on the ground, either an agent, either an asset, or in many cases, the troops that go in and bring that intelligence back or that capture that terrorist. That's very essential.
Sebastian, let me explain to our viewers on the left-hand side of the screen, that is the Scott Pruitt hearings for confirmation as the EPA administrator. He has just been confirmed, okay? The Democrats walked away from the committee hearing. Republicans changed the rules. They've gone to a vote, and he has been confirmed. So, Scott Pruitt from Oklahoma is going to be the administrator at EPA. That's just happening right now. Again, the Republicans had to change the rules to make that vote happen. He's in. Sebastian Gorka still with us there on the White House lawn. Another question about policy, and let's see if you can answer this one. Are we going to refill Gitmo?
Gitmo, as I've said before, is not just a detention facility, and it links very nicely to it's not just a detention facility, and it links very nicely to your previous question. It is an intelligence asset. So this isn't about organized crime or the mafia. We are picking up terrorists in the battlefield, not so they should be prosecuted in a court of law, but for their intelligence value to keep Americans safe. So I'm not going to comment on the president's decisions with regards to the Guantanamo Bay facility, but it is a very important asset in our war against global jihadism.
Well, you're part of the administration, Sebastian. I know you deal with security, but our viewers are watching on the left-hand side of the screen the confirmation of Scott Pruitt for EPA. Earlier, we saw the new Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, addressing State Department employees. Yesterday, we saw Steve Mnuchin confirmed as Treasury Secretary and Dr. Tom Price confirmed at Health and Human Services. As a member of the administration, there was a delay on cabinet nomination, but it appears that the Republicans are now taking strong action, and it is happening.
Absolutely. As a left-wing politician once said, elections have consequences. Donald Trump won the election. He is now our commander-in-chief, our president, and he has a cabinet that he wishes to put in place to get to work. And if you just look at, I mean, I've only been here for, what, 11 days? It feels like a month. The amount of product we've pushed out in the last 10 days is really quite stunning, even for somebody familiar with the private sector.
It's all action, live action news, live action presidency. We love it, but you're right, Sebastian. Seems like we've been doing this for years. Sebastian Gorka on the White House lawn, of all places. Thanks for joining us, Sebastian. We'll see you again soon.
Anytime.
Yes, sir.